Hearing you need surgery is jarring enough, but once the initial shock fades, another realization usually sets in. You are about to have a piece of metal permanently placed inside your body. For most people, that realization triggers an immediate deep dive into online research. You want to know exactly what is going in there. But within minutes, you are hit with conflicting advice. Half the forums insist titanium is the only acceptable option, while others swear stainless steel is stronger, or cobalt-chromium lasts longer. This creates an incredibly common dilemma. As consumers, we are trained to look for the premium option. We assume that if we want a successful recovery, we need to demand the lightest, most expensive material available. But an orthopedic implant is not a luxury car part. You cannot upgrade your hardware by simply paying a premium for a lighter metal. In the operating room, price tags and popularity contests are completely irrelevant. Trying to pick your implant based on internet hype is actually a dangerous approach. If you insist on a specific metal without considering how it interacts with your exact injury, you can easily end up with hardware that actively hinders your body's ability to heal. To understand what makes an implant successful, we have to look at how orthopedic surgeons make their decisions. They select materials based entirely on biomechanics. Bones behave differently depending on where they are. A hip replacement has to absorb massive, repetitive weight-bearing forces every time you take a step. A fractured wrist, on the other hand, needs absolute unmoving stability to knit delicate bone fragments back together. Each injury demands a specific engineering solution. Placing stiff metal where flexibility is required creates immediate physical conflict. When mechanical realities are ignored for a universal metal, results are predictable. Implants loosen, hardware fails, or bone weakens from incorrect stress. The goal is never to secure the priciest metal. The goal is to find the exact biomechanical match for your specific anatomy and activity level. To find that match, surgeons rely heavily on 4 distinct materials. We'll start with the one you have likely seen recommended the most: titanium alloys. Titanium has an undeniable mechanical advantage. It weighs nearly 40% less than stainless steel, yet it retains extreme structural strength, making it very comfortable for the patient. But its real value comes from how it bends. Bones flex slightly under pressure. Titanium mimics this movement, allowing bone to share the load. Because the bone continues carrying stress, it stays healthy. And while it flexes, its surface forms a protective oxide layer. That thin layer gives titanium exceptional biocompatibility. The human body accepts it readily, with very few unwanted tissue reactions. It is highly resistant to bodily fluids, and as an added benefit, it is non-ferromagnetic, meaning it plays nicely with MRI machines. Titanium is brilliant for permanent static structural support. However, because it is a slightly softer metal, it is highly susceptible to scratching. That makes it the wrong choice for the grinding, high-friction environment of a moving joint replacement. This brings us to the most reliable workhorse in the operating room: medical-grade stainless steel. It has been used for decades, and despite the invention of newer alloys, it remains absolutely crucial. Steel excels at one specific clinical function: it provides unyielding rigidity. When a bone is shattered, it cannot be allowed to flex. It needs to be held perfectly still while the fragments fuse back together. Steel also gives surgeons immediate control. Unlike titanium, which is difficult to manipulate, a surgeon can bend and contour a stainless steel plate directly in the operating room to perfectly match the unique shape of your fractured bone. Patients often worry that steel means rust. Medical-grade stainless steel is formulated specifically to resist corrosion inside the hostile, fluid-filled environment of the human body. It behaves nothing like the steel sitting in your garage. In fact, many high-quality implants use a premium subcategory of this metal, known as LVM, or low vacuum melted stainless steel. During the manufacturing of LVM steel, the metal is melted inside a vacuum chamber. This process extracts microscopic impurities, resulting in an incredibly consistent alloy with highly improved resistance to physical fatigue. Steel and LVM offer the ultimate temporary, contourable trauma support. But because they are stiffer than natural bone, they absorb almost all the mechanical force, making them less ideal for lifetime skeletal integration. For areas of the body that experience constant motion, surgeons turn to the heaviest and hardest metal in the lineup: cobalt-chromium alloys. A hip or knee replacement lives in a brutally destructive environment. These implants are bearing surfaces that must grind, pivot, and slide against each other millions of times, supporting your body weight with every step. Cobalt-Chromium survives this because of its extreme hardness. It resists scratching and surface wear far better than lighter metals like titanium. Maintaining a perfectly smooth, unscratched surface is the single most important factor in keeping a joint replacement functioning correctly over decades. If a joint surface scratches, it creates friction, and friction leads to total implant failure. To get that durability, there are necessary trade-offs. Cobalt-Chromium is much heavier than titanium. It is incredibly difficult to manufacture. And for a very small percentage of patients, it carries a minor risk of metal sensitivity. But if your surgical goal is to rebuild a heavy, moving joint that won't wear down after years of locking, Cobalt-Chromium's extreme durability makes it functionally superior to anything else available. This chart maps implant longevity based on two conditions: temporary or permanent use, and static versus high-friction movement. Stainless steel provides temporary static stabilization. Cobalt-Chromium withstands permanent, high-friction weight. For lifetime integration, titanium excels in the permanent, static quadrant. Understanding these roles clears up secondary anxieties. Implants rarely trigger airport scanners, and unless medically necessary, they never require removal surgeries. The longevity of your surgery relies heavily on execution. A perfectly placed stainless steel plate will always outperform a poorly positioned titanium one. The surgeon's technique and how strictly you follow your physical therapy matter just as much as the metal. As you sit in the consultation room preparing for your procedure, you have control over how you approach the conversation. Leave the consumer mindset at the door. Do not ask your surgeon to rank materials or demand what you read online was universally the best. Instead, focus the conversation entirely on biomechanics. Ask your surgeon, why is this specific material the best mechanical match for my exact injury? Framing it this way opens a collaborative dialogue. It prompts your doctor to walk you through the engineering logic behind your treatment plan, explaining exactly how the hardware will support your anatomy. Once you understand the physiological reasoning behind your implant, you eliminate the fear generated by internet myths. You replace that anxiety with concrete medical confidence, giving you exactly what you need to focus on a successful recovery.
If you have enjoyed the video, like it, share it, and if you are new to our channel, subscribe it. Hit the bell icon to get notifications for all our upcoming videos. Join us to excel in this orthopedic implant industry and to know more about the job and career growth which is available in this industry. Thank you. See you again next week.